Elizabeth Taylor was renowned for her extensive and impressive jewelry collection. She received numerous gifts from her 7 husbands and invested in gemstones herself. Don't worry, we'll explain to you which spouse gifted her what to avoid misunderstanding. From her exceptional diamond tiara, an iconic Cartier ensemble, to a troupe of David Webb's animal jewelry, timeless Bulgari pieces, and legendary diamonds, we promise you a substantial, sparkly overview with vivid stories behind each unique piece. Stay till the end to learn about her most sentimental charm bracelet with golden mementos of the most meaningful episodes of Taylor's life. The popular star of classical Hollywood cinema owned the most important private jewelry collection in the USA, comprising almost 250 pieces. She could afford such guilty pleasure. In the 1960s, Elizabeth Taylor became the world's highest-paid movie star. After her death, Christie's auctioned her jewelry and fashion collections to benefit her AIDS Foundation. The jewelry was sold for a record-breaking sum of $156.8 million. Diamond Tiara. In 1957, her third husband, theater and film producer Mike Todd, gifted her an adorable diamond tiara. When Todd gave Elizabeth this jewel, he said, "You are my queen, and I think you should have a tiara." He had settled not on a simple replica, but an antique 19th-century diamond diadem. The amusing tiara became a symbol of Taylor's elegance and her husband's love, and it was later estimated at nearly $4 million. The precious headpiece featured old mine-cut diamonds set in gold and platinum. It boasted fleur-de-lis and festoon designs with alternating scroll and latticework elements. Elizabeth looked like a real royal at the Cannes Film Festival in 1957. She said, "It wasn't fashionable to wear tiaras then, but I wore it anyway because he, Mike, was my king." Unfortunately, Mike Todd died in a plane accident in 1958. When Taylor heard the news, she withdrew from filming Cat on a Hot Tin Roof for 2 weeks. Later, the legendary actress gave a stunning performance and was even nominated for an Oscar. Together with Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom and Princess Grace of Monaco, Elizabeth Taylor contributed to creating a new jewelry trend. Tiaras became fashionable accessories in the 1950s. The post-war world desperately needed it after the austere 40s. Soon, brides around the globe started matching little adorable tiaras with their bridal gowns. Cartier Rubies. The Hollywood star's diamond tiara wasn't the only gift from her third husband. Mike Todd also presented Elizabeth with striking Cartier Rubies. This romantic ensemble of ruby and diamond jewels included magnificent earrings, a necklace, and a bracelet. A tiny bonus for all lovers of authentic moments. We can share Taylor's joy when her husband Mike gifted her the Cartier set. Luckily, the home camera captured it. The couple rented a chateau with their friends in Cap Ferrat, the south of France. Elizabeth was swimming in the pool in Mike Todd's tiara. Then she saw her spouse approaching the pool with red signature boxes. That could mean only one thing: Cartier. So it was. Elizabeth was fascinated with the precious gift and instantly put on the earrings. Proud Todd fastened the necklace around her neck. There was no mirror nearby for Elizabeth to appreciate her reflection in the new ruby and diamond set. Taylor wasn't confused and simply looked in the water to see herself. She looked at $1 billion. At Christie's auction in 2011, the Cartier necklace significantly exceeded its pre-auction estimate of $250,000. It went out for an astounding $38 million. The earrings fetched $782,500, and the bracelet $842,500. Later, in her book, My Love Affair with Jewelry, Taylor commented on her memories of the sparkly Todd's gift. "The jewelry was so glorious, rippling red and blue, like a painting. I just shrieked with joy. It was a perfect summer day and a perfect day of love. Necklace, La Peregrina. You might think that it was challenging to trump a card with a gift at the same level after such a generous gesture. However, Taylor's fifth husband, Welsh actor Richard Burton, dared to do that. Another stunning Cartier piece from her jewelry box was the iconic necklace La Peregrina, a gorgeous pearl, ruby, and diamond necklace. Richard Burton bought it for Elizabeth as a Valentine's Day gift during their first marriage. The La Peregrina pearl is one of the most famous pearls in the world. Though the original price was $37,000, later the precious piece went for nearly $12 million at Christie's auction. It exceeded the amount Richard Burton paid for the pearl almost 320 times. The history of La Peregrina spans over 500 years. The name literally translates from Spanish as the pilgrim. The necklace is famous for containing one of the world's biggest and most perfectly symmetrical pear-shaped pearls. An enslaved African reportedly discovered it in the Gulf of Panama in 1513. At the time of its discovery, it was the largest pearl ever found. The slave got a priceless reward for finding the incredible pearl: freedom. Don Pedro de Temes, the Spanish colony's administrator, was the pearl's initial owner, but not for long. Soon, he gifted the incredible pear-shaped pearl to Prince Philip, the King of Spain. The pearl made an arduous journey from the New World to Spain, which is why it was named the Pilgrim. La Peregrina belonged to several influential European rulers throughout its history. After Prince Philip II of Spain, the Queens of Spain, France, and England owned this valuable gem. Mary Tudor of England, or Bloody Mary, was one of La Peregrina's early owners, proven by her portraits. The pearl became synonymous with her image. After Mary died, the pearl stayed in the Spanish royal family. After Napoleon Bonaparte's 1813 invasion, Napoleon's brother, Joseph Bonaparte, took the pearl to France. It was later sold to Lord James Hamilton. In 1913, the precious pearl was drilled and cleaned, and its size was a little reduced. However, it still remains one of the hugest, ideally symmetrical, pear-shaped pearls worldwide. When Elizabeth Taylor got her precious pearly gift, she reportedly misplaced the pearl in her suite at Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. Then, she found La Peregrina in her pet dog's mouth. The pearl was thoroughly inspected, but luckily it wasn't damaged. The incident only added to the legend of La Peregrina. Of course, afterward, Taylor couldn't leave La Peregrina the way it was. The Hollywood actress set the pearl in a magnificent Cartier necklace, incorporating it into a double strand of other pearls, diamonds, and rubies. La Peregrina became a true accent of the necklace, and Elizabeth Taylor frequently wore it at red carpet events. Krupp Diamond. Richard also gifted his wife Harry Winston's Krupp Diamond, which is 33.19 carats. It was an incredibly romantic gesture. The diamond is outstanding even in the perfect diamond world. The stone's cut features a big open cullet and rectangular-shaped corners, referred to as an Asher cut, so it was reportedly faceted before 1920. The Krupp Diamond was originally owned by Vera Krupp, the second wife of German industrialist Alfred Krupp. Vera, who had acquired the diamond in the 1950s, wore it often, showcasing its magnificent clarity and fire. However, after her death in 1967, the diamond was put up for auction, marking the beginning of its journey to Hollywood. In 1968, the Krupp Diamond caught the eye of Richard Burton, Elizabeth Taylor's fifth husband. He paid $305,000, the highest price for a diamond at the auction then. Burton, known for his grand gestures and deep love for Taylor, saw the diamond as the perfect symbol of his affection. The couple was celebrating a new business venture on their yacht on the River Thames near London when Burton amazed Elizabeth Taylor with a stunning gift. Elizabeth Taylor adored the Krupp Diamond. Its stunning brilliance mirrored her own dazzling presence, and it became one of her most cherished pieces. She wore it frequently, whether attending glamorous events or in her day-to-day life, often referring to it as her favorite piece of jewelry. The diamond's brilliance was so intense that it seemed to capture the very essence of Taylor's spirit. After Taylor's death, the stone was renamed the Elizabeth Taylor Diamond. The Krupp Diamond became highly famous in 1993 when the actress was animated in Fox's Season 4 finale of The Simpsons. The cartoonish Elizabeth wore her stunning diamond ring doing chores, cleaning it with a toothbrush and polishing her Oscar award. "Big girls need big diamonds," said Elizabeth Taylor. This signalized that the actress's persona became closely intertwined with jewelry. Stunning Taylor-Burton pear-shaped diamond. Among the actress's most famous jewels was a stunning pear-shaped diamond she got from Richard Burton in 1969. The original diamond was found in the renowned Premier Mine in 1966. It counted 240.80 carats. A famous New York diamantaire, Harry Winston, cut the rough diamond into two ideal stones. The Taylor-Burton was the largest one. Harry Winston even said he doubted whether there were over 6 diamonds of the same quality in the world. Richard Burton spotted the diamond at a landmark auction in New York and instantly decided his wife should have it. He competed with Harry Winston and Robert Kenmore, the owner of Cartier Inc., and the latter emerged as the winner with a bid of over $1 million. Kenmore immediately named the diamond the Cartier, which didn't coincide with Burton's intentions at all. The following day, Richard contacted Cartier and offered an undisclosed price to purchase the diamond. The deal appeared successful. However, Cartier had one condition. Burton had to allow Cartier to display the renamed Taylor-Burton diamond for a limited period at their showroom in New York. The piece was huge, so Elizabeth Taylor considered wearing it as a ring highly impractical. She admitted, "Even for me, it was too big." Thus, she asked Cartier to mount it on a necklace. The result was striking. You might have heard Taylor was also a great Bulgari lover. That's a given fact. We'll review several outstanding Bulgari jewels from her private collection later. However, some of her most beloved pieces originate from another designer, David Webb, one of the most distinguished USA jewelers since 1948. His magnificent creations are bold and adventurous, though David Webb was self-taught. That didn't prevent his jewelry brand from becoming highly in demand among prominent clientele, including the Duchess of Windsor, the First Lady of the USA, Jacqueline Kennedy, businesswoman Estee Lauder, actresses Helen Mirren and Jennifer Garner, and singer Beyoncé. Of course, Elizabeth Taylor was among those who frequently headed to Webb's New York shop. She had her head turned with his fantastically designed jewelry. Some stunning couture pieces were made especially for her. First, the movie star debuted a magnificent Webb's Makara bracelet. David Webb designed this unique polished 18K gold and platinum bracelet in 1957, inspired by an Indian sea monster. The $4.2 million piece featured cabochon emeralds and circular-cut diamonds, and it frequently graced Taylor's wrist. A personalized Maltese cross brooch was another standout piece from her iconic jewelry box. It featured a cabochon emerald, carved coral, brilliant cut diamonds, white enamel, and 18K gold and platinum. At a 1967 press conference for Dr. Faustus, the magnificent brooch instantly evoked numerous questions from the press. Elizabeth Taylor later reached out for the platinum and gold zebra bracelet. It featured black and white enamel, circular-cut diamonds, cabochon rubies, and unique stripe patterns. Now, the price tag is bitey. $1 million. but it can't be compared to its diamond version, estimated at $6 million. Which one do you like more? The white enamel bracelet has become iconic, and even Jacqueline Kennedy adorned her wrist with this opulent design. Diana Vreeland, an American editor and fashion expert, internalized it in the Vogue issue. If you find zebra bracelets astounding, look at this carved coral lion bracelet designed for Elizabeth Taylor in 1967. It features coral, gold, emeralds, and diamonds. A hefty $5 million is needed to walk the magnificent David Webb's creation on your wrist. Taylor matched it with a coral cross brooch at the premiere of Dr. Faustus in 1968. Elizabeth Taylor had one more animal brooch in her jewelry box, a tiger brooch. She took it to the Netherlands when she and Richard Burton went to Amsterdam in 1965. The tiger's head is embellished with diamonds set in platinum, while the eyes on the enameled gold face are highlighted with bezel-set cabochon emerald. Rounding up with Webb's creations in Taylor's jewelry collection, we can't but mention this bold, double-headed lion necklace. She commissioned it in 1965. The original necklace features a clasp made with circular cut and cabochon emeralds, circular cut diamonds, gold and platinum adjacent to 2 strands of cultured pearls. Elizabeth Taylor was known to take pride in caring for her jewelry pieces. She often wore her stunning jewelry in both stage and screen performances. The legendary actress famously adorned her stage costumes with personal jewelry. Here is where an iconic Italian luxury fashion house, Bulgari, came into play. In the film The VIPs, 1963, Elizabeth Taylor wore 2 Bulgari pieces from her private collection, a brooch and a pair of emerald and diamond earrings. The Bulgari brooch served as head jewelry. The clip on her white dress was actually a Colombian emerald brooch. Her husband, Richard Burton, gifted the actress the Bulgari emerald and diamond suit while filming Cleopatra in Italy. This spectacular Bulgari brooch is mounted in platinum en tremblant, meaning the pieces are attached to a material acting as a spring to create movement in the jewel when worn. It is designed as a spray of intricate diamond flower blossoms with oval-cut emerald pistils and petals extending baguette-cut diamond stems. The magnificent jewelry originates from 1960, just like the earrings from the set. This exquisite pair of earrings features round and pear-shaped diamonds with 2 highlights, pure pear-shaped emeralds. Richard Burton gave the actress this precious gift in 1960. Elizabeth showed off these earrings at the Paris premiere of Lawrence of Arabia in 1962. The actress even wore them to greet Queen Elizabeth in Washington in 1976. The matching Bulgari necklace comes with a detachable large pendant. The detail is spectacular on its own. It boasts a complex and carefully thought-out design. The pendant can be either attached to the end of the necklace or worn separately. It boasts a rectangular cut emerald within a pear-shaped diamond surround. The pendant was created in 1958, while the stunning necklace was made in 1962. The piece is set with a graduated series of 16 square-cut and rectangular-cut emeralds, each framed by circular-cut diamonds, spaced by graduated marquise-cut, circular-cut, and pear-shaped diamond quatrefoils. The actress had a choice between a huge Bulgari necklace and a smaller one. She had tried both versions before she settled on the smaller one. The bracelet from the Bulgari ensemble looks like a compressed necklaces version. It's mounted in platinum and set with a graduated series of 13 rectangular cut and square cut emeralds, rectangular cut diamonds, circular cut diamond trefoils, and pear-shaped diamonds. The classic piece of jewelry was made in 1963. The Bulgari platinum ring is set with a rectangular-cut emerald, framed by circular and modified triangular-cut diamonds. It was created around 1962. Let's continue our Bulgari saga, since Elizabeth Taylor owned other spectacular pieces from this renowned Italian jewelry brand. Once, Burton famously remarked, "The only word Elizabeth knows in Italian is Bulgari." Bulgari was actually her favorite all-time jeweler. Burton indulged her affection for the brand's creations, presenting her with a lavish sapphire sautoir in Budapest, Hungary, in 1972 for her 40th birthday. Taylor debuted the magnificent necklace right there in Budapest. She wrapped the long chain twice around her neck, pairing the piece with her platinum and diamond hoop earrings from Webb. She also wore the same jewelry ensemble to celebrate Richard Burton's 50th birthday party in 1975. The flamboyant necklace boasts a massive octagonal pendant adorned with a huge 52.7-carat cabochon Burmese sapphire. The design is encrusted with diamonds and smaller sapphires. The pendant is detachable and can be worn separately as a brooch. The necklace is 5 inches long, grand, and sculptural, and it matches the pattern on the pendant with pavé-set diamond links and calibre-cut sapphires. The Burmese sapphire's size and color are extremely rare. In 2011, the Bulgari sautoir was estimated at Christie's auction for nearly $700,000. Guess how much it actually fetched? A jaw-dropping $9 million. The story of the opulent Bulgari sapphire sautoir doesn't end there. In 2013, actress Jessica Chastain showed it off on the red carpet of the Cannes Film Festival. Remarkably, the ring once also belonged to Elizabeth Taylor, who had bought it herself. Jessica Chastain wore the former Taylor's jewels to a screening of Cleopatra. Today, the sapphire necklace belongs to the Bulgari Heritage Collection, which counts 600 stunning jewels. Now, we would like to show you the golden charm bracelet we promised at the beginning of this video. It's a real highlight of Taylor's stunning jewelry collection. A little disclaimer: if you thought Elizabeth Taylor limited herself to only one charm bracelet, that's far from reality. She has gained a separate collection of deeply personal and meaningful gold charm bracelets. There were 5 of them, and we'll briefly describe them all. Elizabeth Taylor collected various charms throughout her life. The first is her gold multi-gem charm bracelet, with such charms as a director's slate with the inscription, "The Taming of the Shrew," and a locket with her kids' names. The movie legend had 4 children, now all successful adults. Her sons, actor Michael Jr. and film editor Christopher Edward Wilding, are from her marriage to a second husband. Her daughter Liza is from Taylor's marriage with her third husband, Michael Todd. She also tried acting and now is a horse sculptor in New York. Maria Burton, Taylor's adopted German-born daughter, is a philanthropist from Idaho. Elizabeth wore charms inscribed with her children's names on her wrist to maintain their emotional bond. The antique highlight was a 1544 Henry V gold half-sovereign. The bracelet was estimated at nearly $25,000, but eventually sold for $326,500 at Christie's auction. The iconic movie star's eternal popularity added certain value to the jewel. The second charm bracelet has fewer personalized charms, but boasts some outstanding pieces that make it spectacular. One remarkable charm says, "Happy Anniversary 1971, Raymond," and another is a lovely rabbit charm. The piece was estimated at $15,000, but was later sold for $194,500. The actress's friends knew about her little whimsy and often gifted her tiny, adorable charms, which she greatly appreciated. The third bracelet contains a heart charm inscribed Elizabeth Alexandra, Love Février, 1972, a locket with 2 photographs of her father, and one charm inscribed "Et Happy Anniversary 1974, Raymond." The piece was estimated pretty low, but went for $195,400. The fourth bracelet has a key charm inscribed "To Elizabeth with Love, Poker Alice, 1987, a key inscribed with the actress's name, and a sombrero charm with a few gemstones and the inscription "Easter 1970, with lots of love, Raymond." This bracelet went for a hefty $158,500. The last bracelet has a charm inscribed "To Elizabeth, Love from Claude A. Gianni," one with "Just to Remember Palm Springs," and a Star of David charm with the inscription "Love Sophie." The adorable golden piece went for $116,500 at Christie's. As you can see, as Elizabeth Taylor got older and more successful, her golden charm bracelets became more star-worthy. Everybody from her surroundings presented the actress with adorable charms. However, an American costume designer, Edith Head, outdid them all. She gifted her lifelong friend Taylor an ivory and gold necklace studded with charms like a Christmas tree with garlands. The necklace is antique and one of a kind, dating back to the 18th-19th centuries. Edith bequeathed this necklace to Elizabeth in her will. As a farewell gift, we've prepared a short Taylor's husband jewelry stats for you. Which husband gifted Taylor what? Let's summarize. We'll mention her husbands one by one, in chronological order, with or without their glittery presents. Afterward, you'll understand why some names haven't popped up in our review before. We'll also include some new gorgeous jewelry pieces that belonged to the Hollywood star. Conrad Nicky Hilton. Elizabeth married her first husband, the heir to the Hilton Hotel empire, in 1950 when she was only 18. Their marriage lasted only 2 years. Hilton gave her a 5-carat diamond engagement ring, a platinum wedding band with diamonds worth $10,000, and diamond and pearl earrings for Christmas. However, her first husband's abusive behavior and many addictions led to the couple's separation in 1952. Michael Wilding. Her second husband, the English actor Michael Wilding, was 20 years her senior and had 2 kids. Elizabeth married him for calm, reliability, and friendship just 20 days after the former divorce. Michael proposed to her with a sapphire ring studded with diamonds, but he kept silent and didn't voice the coveted question. Elizabeth had to ask herself, "Darling, will you marry me?" Except for the sapphire engagement ring, there's no evidence Michael gifted Taylor any other jewelry. Mike Todd. The extravagant film producer Mike Todd seemed a perfect match for Elizabeth. He proposed to her with a $92,000, 29-carat, emerald-cut diamond engagement ring. Later, the third husband reportedly developed a tradition of giving Elizabeth a gift every Saturday to celebrate the day they met. He gifted her a stunning diamond tiara, which we've already described at the beginning of this video, and diamond earrings in 1957. Elizabeth became a widow a year after her wedding, when Mike tragically died in an airplane crash. Their daughter Lisa was only 7 months old. Eddie Fisher. To marry Eddie Fisher, a musician and close friend of Mike Todd, Elizabeth Taylor converted to Judaism. On her wedding day, the bride was still wearing the ring from Mike Todd. Thus, Fisher presented her with a 40-carat bracelet set with 50 diamonds as a wedding gift. Taylor's fourth husband also gifted her 2 stunning Bulgari brooches. The first featured a bouquet of 3 flower blossoms crafted of vivid 3.38-carat yellow and brown diamonds in 1959. Elizabeth got it as a symbol of their marriage in 1960 for her 30th birthday. The second one had diamonds and emeralds in its design. You might wonder why we didn't mention these brooches earlier. The reason is that Fisher asked Elizabeth to return him the second brooch when they divorced. What do you think of such a gesture? The star's reply was iconic. She could live without her ex-husband, not without her piece of jewelry. Taylor simply bought the second Bulgari brooch from Eddie Fisher. Richard Burton. Burton never presented his bride with an engagement ring. As a Bulgari fan, the actress chose an emerald and diamond brooch for her wedding with Richard Burton. This brooch replaced the ring when Burton asked Elizabeth, "Will you marry me?" On other occasions, he was very generous. Burton could give her jewelry simply to mark a walk together. He purchased her a Krupp Diamond, a Cartier La Peregrina necklace, and the 69.42-carat Taylor-Burton diamonds. Burton also visited Van Cleef and Arpels' shop for sophisticated cognac diamond earrings, a cognac diamond ring, and a diamond brooch. One of the most iconic pieces Elizabeth got from her fifth husband was a heart-shaped Taj Mahal diamond dating back to 1627 to 1628. Richard Burton gifted her the Taj Mahal diamond and jade pendant necklace for her 40th birthday in 1972. The heart-shaped diamond got its name because it reportedly belonged to Emperor Shah Jahan, who commissioned the Taj Mahal monument in Agra, India. The emperor's beloved wife, Mumtaz Mahal, reportedly once owned the piece. It was considered a symbol of their eternal love and marital devotion. When Burton handed his wife a precious gift, he famously said, "I would have liked to buy her the Taj Mahal, but it would cost too much to transport." The precious pendant was attached to a 20th-century Cartier gold chain set with diamonds and rubies. It was originally estimated at $400,000 at Christie's auction, but an anonymous buyer bought the jewelry for more than 20 times its distinguished value. The exclusive pendant was sold for $8.8 million. With such a bountiful spouse showering the Hollywood star with luxurious gifts, no wonder Taylor married Burton twice, in 1964 and 1975. John Warner. Senator John Warner was the sixth husband of Elizabeth Taylor. For their modest wedding ceremony on his farm, he gave the movie icon an engagement ring decorated with diamonds, rubies, and emeralds. He didn't focus on his wife's jewelry, but on his political career. Finally, Warner was elected senator for Virginia. The divorce was inevitable. Larry Fortensky. Taylor met her seventh husband, construction worker Larry Fortensky, at the rehab facility where she was getting treatment for her addictions in 1988. Fortensky could only give a humble diamond ring to Elizabeth. However, their wedding ceremony was stunning. The celebration took place under a white gazebo at Michael Jackson's Neverland estate. If you want to have a tour around the Kings of Pop Neverland Ranch, we have a special video on another channel. Elizabeth remained friends with Larry even after her final divorce in 1996. As you can see, a Hollywood icon, Elizabeth Taylor, had a passionate love of life, men, and lavish jewelry. She collected many of the finest jewelry pieces throughout her life. Being a well-known public figure, she had to look good, and she did. Nature blessed her with a double carpet of lashes and mesmerizing blue-violet eyes. Add some glittery diamonds and her look was irresistible. Men were attracted to the movie legend like bees to honey. She had 7 husbands after all. The legendary actress was particularly famous for adorning her stage costumes with personal jewelry pieces. Her collection was no less famous than her beauty and exquisite violet eye color. Once, she commented on her admiration of all that glitter. "My mother says I didn't open my eyes for 8 days after I was born, but when I did, the first thing I saw was her engagement ring. I was hooked." Which of her opulent jewelry pieces hooked you today? Which brand's creations have impressed you the most? Please share your impressions of the video with us. If you enjoyed it, consider subscribing for more content like this. Thank you for watching.